What's going on, bros? In this video, we're going to be talking about BBL abs. And I don't mean getting butt cheeks on your abs. I don't think we've reached that point in society just yet. It's coming though. But I'm talking about getting abs the non-traditional way. Just plopping your butt cheeks down on a surgery table to get those things carved out. Gone are the days where only a select few that have the utmost discipline are the ones that end up getting washboard abs. As long as you have anywhere from 5 to I've seen as high as $15,000 in a bank account, you're good to go. Getting your abs surgically done has always been around, but the post that really got this on my radar was a post by none other than Champagne Poppy, Drake, OVO, BBL Drizzy. Look at that. Shit looks practically drawn on. So a couple weeks ago, Drake posted a photo of himself standing in front of the mirror showing off his newly acquired six-pack. I'm not sure if he expected to fool the entire world about his all of a sudden washboard abs, but this guy got absolutely flamed, and rightfully so, because I don't know about you guys, but if you can picture what abs look like and you can draw them in to perfection, this is what those abs would look like. And coming from someone like Drake, who is notoriously known to be corny, the cheesiest multi-millionaire rapper that you'll ever see in your life.
What's up, bro? Huh? They were saying you tried pressing me.
Can I see I will not judge.
And on top of the fact that he's posting this photo in front of a vast array of alcohol. There's a lot to unpack here. The first and easiest way to spot if someone has fake abs is, does it match the rest of their physique? You can see clearly defined abs. Take a look at the arms, the chest, flubbery, beginner level kind of physique. At the bottom of the chest, there's absolutely no definition. Drake's physique looks like when you're in a video game customizing your character, just maxing out the abs and nothing else. He also got clowned on for having cheap alcohol in his photo. I know a thing or two about alcohol, and I can tell you that Bacardi is bottom of the barrel. Those are fake. How just his stomach is ripped? That doesn't happen naturally. To have a six-pack like that, you need to have 6% body fat, and Drake is somewhere around 12%. So I agree with this first half of this comment. Drake's entire physique just looks like someone that really doesn't hit the gym except his abs. His abs looks like someone that's been working out religiously for 10 years. But when it comes to making your abs show, you don't need to have a crazy low body fat, 6%. That's insane. That's like you're about to go into a bodybuilding show for 6%. I don't even think a lot of people can even do that, even with steroids. You can have your abs show at anything around 15% body fat, and it also depends on your genetics. In case there's any hardcore Drake fans out there that's still convinced that these are real abs, there's a recent video of him running, and it's a sad sight to see. The way this guy runs is not the way how someone with a six-pack would run. I'm sorry. There's music, there's a Drake song playing in the background as he runs. He still got beats. But nonetheless, this running form, it just looked painful to watch. It looked like every step that he was taking was just excruciatingly painful. And it probably was because his physique is of someone that's out of shape. It's just plain and simple. I know getting rid of back fat is something that a lot of people struggle with, even if you're in shape. But this is just a little bit over the line of someone that has carved abs, you know what I mean? But Drake isn't the only one to get accused of having fake abs. Recently, another rapper named Big Sean posted a music video of him walking shirtless, and people were a little suspicious of what's going on. In this video, you can clearly see that he has a bulging stomach, but that's not a problem, obviously. But the fact that he still has defined abs is what's pretty concerning and kind of sus. It just looked like a doctor stitched on packs of abs onto his stomach and was like, well, you're on your way. It just sits there on his stomach. People were rightfully suspicious of Big Sean's abs, but unlike Drake, Big Sean does have a history of having pretty good abs when he is working out regularly. As you can see early in his career when he was a lot thinner, he still had abs. It wasn't blocky or anything, but it was still pretty defined. Even when he did start to work out, when he works out, he has really good ab genetics. There is evidence that he can pull something like this off. Maybe he was just a little bloated that day. We'll never really know for sure, but regardless of that possibility, as you know, the internet is not a place of logic. This guy got absolutely clowned on without much thought. It got so bad, and it got to a point where he had to come out and make a statement. And I'm gonna read that statement in Big Sean's voice. Bro, unfortunately, mine are real. I got love for the fake ab community though, to each its own. But what makes this funnier is this is the way God made me. I just happen to look like a chewed up Tootsie Roll when I'm out of shape. But I can only speak for myself. Only have to say something cause this shit's getting way out of hand. I think it did a pretty good impression. I'm happy to hear that he's taking this pretty lightly and just having fun with this. Unlike BBL Drizzy, Mr. Sensitive, who gets his heart broken and feelings hurt on a daily basis, and then makes sneak disses about it.
Drake don't do an outright diss song where it's a headshot. He's gonna set it up like war. He gonna do stuff like live 5 blocks down the street from you.
He said crept through the light switch.
Yeah.
Down the block.
So how does someone go about getting fake abs? This surgery is called ab etching. It's also known as a six-pack surgery or abdominal liposuction. It's a cosmetic procedure that enhances the appearance of the abdominal muscles by strategically removing fat deposits around them. It's a form of liposuction that aims to create a more sculpted and defined midsection by accentuating the natural lines and contours of the underlying muscles. And most of the time when they do that, they tend to go overboard with it and make it look way too defined. Way before I had an idea of making a video about this, I was always constantly talking about the Liver King's abs. Right off the bat, the first time I saw the Liver King, those abs look suspicious as f***. Like, if you take a look at all the past Olympia winners, like all the mass monsters in the world that have won Mr. Olympia, no one had abs the size of the Liver King that were as thick and blocky as him too. I think he did ab etching and possibly even ab implants. Now, if you're ever considering doing anything to your abs, for the love of God, do not get ab implants. I'm going to include some unfortunate souls that chose to get ab implants. Don't be like these guys.
If you try to go for that, you're gonna end up with something like this.
No! Influencers and celebrities getting their abs etched might be a little bit more common than you think. I personally stumbled upon an influencer on Instagram that may have had the surgery done. I'm not going to reveal what the name of the influencer is because apparently YouTube doesn't really like that. But as you can see from her Instagram page, it's all about her abs. Every single reel is about her taking off her shirt to reveal her abs. The first time I saw this page, I was impressed by the physique. She's got muscle. She obviously works out. But those abs looked shaky. First of all, she's got perfect lines running down her sides and in the middle, despite her having a high body fat percentage. She's by no means like fat or anything or out of shape, but I would probably say she's like 22% body fat while having carved out abs with those lines going down the side, and you just don't see that. Go take a look at a lot of pictures with fit women that have a little bit of, layer of fat on them. None of them have abs like this. At the very least, they'll have like a flat stomach, but nothing with lines going down. I think this is strong proof of ab etching. You can literally see where the surgeon went in and took like a line of fat down the corners and then the center of her ab. This chick is totally into herself. She's like the female version of Ashton Hall, except she doesn't really go anywhere and do any side quests. All her content is just in her room. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and let me know down below what you think about this whole ab etching trend that's going on right now. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next video. Profit out.